Today's episode is brought to you by my brand new album, Still at Night, in stores now. You can purchase it anywhere from iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. Now let's get into the video.
You go to Africa, it's rap. You go into the Islamic world where they hate Western culture. The young may be hiding it under the bed or somewhere, but they're listening to rap artists. So to me, that says to the young rapper, look, man, you didn't want to be no leader, but you got millions that are hanging on every word you say.
Listening to this album, it gave me a deep perspective on how this producer really wanted to have the audience to wake up from the day-to-day lifestyle that we usually live in our drama-filled world in a simulation of some sort. And the album gives off that theory and that secret society type vibe where he's trying to get you to be aware of what's around your surroundings. And on this album, the two beats that stood out to me were the beat Turmoil and the other beat Art Exhibit. And it's really a great listen, something you should definitely check out. Give it a highly recommendation to check it out at night if you really want those vibes to kick in. It's more of like a stoner vibe too, in a small sense. Give it a check out, give it a good listen. I'm going to give this one the highest recommendations to start it off with if you're going into his discography. Now this album is more of the predecessor to Dark Wars, and this was the second album that I actually got a chance to listen to and go more in depth with. Blood Liberty to me felt like more of the consequences of the after effects in Dark Wars. Dark Wars was just like a question to me. With this one felt like the answers and the consequences of all the actions of mankind following the New World Order and the simulations. The best tracks off of this thing would be Green Gateway 4 and Netherland Skies are the best standout tracks to me personally as a listener. It gives you a chilly, dark, crazy vibe that the world ended in a beautiful tone. The production does lighten up, but this was a good listen as well. I had to save the best for last, man, because this is the big behemoth itself. Released back on October 28th, 2014, The Great Seal is one of his greatest accomplishments as a creator and as a producer. I mean, really, there's no words I can give for this album. It took me days to actually listen to this album, and it's still taking me time to really dissect it and give a better perception of it. But what I can say is it has 45 tracks, and it feels like a book of its own. It's really continuing off where he really started from, and this one technically is one of the first ones that he released before the two that I mentioned. But with all these great tracks, there's really no official highlight. They all connect to one another in a groovy and brand new vibe that you really didn't even see coming. This one right here is my favorite one that I had to give a high recommendation for, because it takes a lot of time to put 45 tracks together for one audience. Now, a lot of people that are listening to this album may consider that too long, but I think it's just enough dedication to give him enough props that a lot won't. The Great Seal, go check it out, man. Seriously, it's the best one in his discography, hands down. When it comes to producers in the underground scene, this is one of those guys that inspired me as an artist and as a producer to really go in depth with my music on a social level. He was one of the first people that I reached out to that responded to me, and his name is MagiCXbeatS. He has a YouTube channel. It's pretty good music on there, but it's what his albums that a lot of people right now should listen to on his Bandcamp site. It's really phenomenal work that he's done over these years, man. I mean, there was so much work that I can make an easy top 20 list of his best albums, and I think I will in a later video. But for now, I just wanted to make a recommendation video for those who are getting into the whole YouTube thing and want to do producing and rapping the right way. You really go to this guy, man. He's really a conscious and true legend to his core. I'm not just saying that because I work with him, but I'm really saying that because this is one of the best producers I've heard. If you like this video and more, please subscribe, comment, like, share, and all that other good stuff. See you next time. Deuces.